All right, well, let's get the show on the road here today with the Crypto Bliss Spotlight here every Monday evening, right here with you, my beautiful community. Thank you for being back with me here on the Crypto Bliss channel. We literally only have 7 days left until Bitcoin takes off to the moon and beyond. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm not so sure because, well, you would be if you've been subscribed to my channel. And truly, all I can say is that right now, Bitcoin and altcoins are about to go crazy. I'm shaking in my boots. Well, actually, I'm barefoot right now, so my feet are stomping the ground. But really, you guys have obviously been enjoying my videos here, so I truly appreciate you being part of the community. I know you've been enjoying seeing these coins that can make you some massive, massive gains. So I hope you enjoy this session here tonight, because the only thing I'm going to be showing you right now is everything related to Bitcoins. I'll show you a little bit of altcoin season and what's going on there. But really, I hope that you have enjoyed looking at this incredible session here. So thank you for being here with me on the Crypto Bliss Monday evening spotlight. Let's get into what's going on in the markets here right now. This week we have, of course, a whole bunch of news, as there is every single other week. But right now we want to focus on the US news, which is JOLTS job openings and CB consumer confidence, which are predicted to come in and cause a little bit of a shakeout in the market. So all I can say to you is, you can see I've got active alerts here on my investing.com site or on the investing.com profile. And so, my friends, I would say to you right now that this is the most important week of your entire life, because the Bitcoin and altcoin market is about to get blowing up. The moment Bitcoin breaks through its all-time high, and we are just a fraction of a percentage away from the all-time high. We'll take a look in a moment. But really, you need to be knowing that this week will be absolutely volatile in the markets, and you need to have your thinking goggles on here. Have some patience, take a zoom out, and if the market drops a couple $1,000s, buy it up, buy it up, buy it up. This is your last opportunity. And I know I've been doing a few videos that have been talking about saying days left, even all on my live sessions, that there are days left to get through to this bull cycle. But my friend, you need to be watching this video closely. Okay, so Tuesday, you can see we have the jobs jolt openings, and I'm going to put a highlight of these points out on my Twitter feed after this video, so go check that out. But for now, you can see that Euro, we have German GDP coming out on Wednesday. We also have British autumn forecast statement, which does affect the markets. We have ADP non-farm payrolls, employment change on Wednesday afternoon. But the most important news out of this entire week actually really is Friday's news, which is the non-farm payroll statement. We also have the GDP percentage, which is, of course, affecting the data that affects the interest rate decision. So the reason I'm starting off with this news is because this is, of course, absolutely critically important before going into the elections next week, Monday. All right, next week, Monday, next week, Tuesday is D-Day, and I have some serious data to show you that the choices that you make in your vote, if you're from America, leave an American flag in the comments below, please. I would love to see if you're from America. In fact, wherever you are from the world, leave your flag down in the comments below. That would be much appreciated. Euro, we have the German CPI. We have crude oil inventories, which always makes the market move. Thursday, we are going to have manufacturing PMI for the Chinese. We also have the Japanese Bank of Interest Rate decision on Friday morning. Oh no, that's all on Thursday, actually, excuse me. Then we have the CPI, year-on-year data, expected to increase with the euro. That would be very interesting to see. We have core PCE. We have PCE. And this is all going to make the biggest and most craziest decisions, initial jobless claims, on Thursday. Going to make the markets move. Now, the most important thing that I'm looking at is not this one, but Chicago PMI, the last thing on Thursday. Friday, this is where we come to the most volatile component of the week, average hourly earnings. Non-farm payrolls, that is the biggest, and now they're expecting and forecasting it to be at 111K. In other words, they've added something like 130 to 140 odd K jobs to the market. I wonder how they boosted that up right before the American elections took place, stating that the economy is doing so strong and well. Well, my friends, we're about to find out. I've got data continuing throughout this entire live session, so stay tuned right to the very end of this session, because the unemployment rate is at 4.1%. Excuse me, ignore that yawn. And no, I haven't taken any mushrooms or anything else. ISM manufacturing PMI, ISM manufacturing prices, yes, I said that. There are many health benefits to all of that. ISM manufacturing prices and PMI, of course, that is going to make the markets move. And then last but not least, I think that's it. But most importantly is non-farm payrolls, my friends. This whole week, I would look at that, GDP, and then that will affect the potential interest rate decisions coming up very, very soon. Now, I would appreciate it if you came over to my Twitter page and you looked at all of the information that I'm sharing with you. I don't post much of my own stuff at the moment, guys. I'm very, very busy in my businesses, but I do share wherever possible and wherever it is that I am looking, and I do share other people's data that is showing you and keeping you motivated and interested to know that we are literally going through the most incredible time of our entire life. Bitcoin drone show in Lugano in Switzerland. Plan B forum. Holy moly. This is massive. And of course, we've all heard about the Microsoft will ask shareholders to vote on whether to assess Bitcoin as a corporate treasury asset. That is pretty darn massive. Now, there is data to say that the CTO never thought of this and didn't. I mean, come on, really? That is going to do some incredible things for Bitcoin. I can't say, wow. clearly I am extremely relaxed this evening. And the oxygen is great from the fan. Anyways, Bitcoin is up 13% in a week as markets bet on a Trump win. Do you believe Trump is going to win or Kamala is going to win? And where does your vote actually lie? Let me know if you're from America. Which side of the fence do you sit, my friend? No judgment on either side. If I was to be in your position or be in your country or vote, I would honestly probably do Trump because of his abilities and his crypto and his NFT backings. He's taking all kinds of backings from Bitcoin as an investment memorandum and using that really to grab the spotlight within the space. And yeah, I mean, he's doing exceptionally well on doing that. So we'll have a look at some of the statistics in a short little moment. But Standard chartered Bitcoin set to hit 73K on US election day, which means that Standard Chartered forecast Bitcoin reaching 73,000 on the 5th of November. And today, my friends, if you use my Bybit link down below, you can get yourself up to $30,000 deposit bonus. And you can see right now that Bitcoin is currently sitting at $68,701. We did punch up today into the 69,300 area. What? Now, I wanted to just, the reason why I left I moved back here into my Bitstamp chart. Really, what I wanted to share with you was the video that I posted here that you are all absolutely in love with, hence me getting such cool views. So I appreciate you and I appreciate those views on the channel. Clearly, you've taken that to heart because right now you can see, as I mentioned in that video, there is a buying opportunity that could come right back on this support line, this upward momentum support line, or this horizontal support line because of the MACD and the RSI hitting a little bit of resistance. That's cool. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't help my yawns. I really am. I'm not doing that on purpose. But right now, even though we are on the 13% up in a week as market are predicting Trump, we are literally potentially year-end high of 125,000 if Republicans sweep in Congress. Wow, 125 by the year end, my friend. Where are we today? Today, we are literally sitting at year end is literally 60 days away, 62 days away. 62 days away, and we could be more than double what we currently are on Bitcoin. Are you ready for that? I don't know if you are, but if we were going to be more than double, my friends, we're going to be up here. Okay. We're going to be up here at about 129, 130K price level. But I really do say to you, right now that we have to be cognizant because 100K undoubtedly is going to be the psychological level, no doubt. So that is something that I have been speaking about for some time. But this move is, look at where we currently are right now. We are literally at the break point once again. Now we have hit it, we've pulled back, found some support on this downsloping trend line, which I might say is a pretty even Steven spot. So I would say that we've already broken out. We're back testing right now. And on the back test, we are looking at the stochastic RSI making a higher low. Also, if we put that in place right now, okay, and from here to there, essentially we've made higher highs also, which tells me that we're at the explosion point. This is the time. We literally have days left, my friend. Now let's take a little zoom in from today because this is the daily. We literally have 7 days left. until the 4th of November, the 5th of November, which is election day. This has historically been the time where we saw a pump, a little bit of a retracement on the breakout on this pump, and then the next move up to the upside, which could be for about 9 months. Now, post-halving is what we apparently and generally see, that 18-month period. So I'd like to say halving, let's go halving, and let's go post 18 months. So 18 months is, let's go calculate that actually just very quickly with the calculator. Okay, so 18 months times, let's call it an average of 30 days a month, is 540 days. Okay, so 540 odd days after the halving is generally, and this was where I put my marker as the average, but this would take me to my October, 25th of October date, essentially, where we could see that happen, which is where I said would be the peak of the next cycle. Look at that. 553 days until that point from the halving date, my friend. We are not, we're like barely 1/3 of the way through, because actually from the halving date to where we currently are is 192 days. So we like just over a third, okay? And then by election date, that would be a clean 200 days into the move, meaning that we have another 1.5x of the time period to still go. Wow. In other words, we still have an approximate 300 odd days left in this bull cycle. My friends, that's a whole nother year from where we are today at the end of October. And that is absolutely beautiful, magnifique, exceptional. And if you like the sound of that, well then hit my Bybit link down below, get yourself that $30,000 deposit bonus and get into any possible thing that you can. But of course, being smart enough to know that Bitcoin is still the #1 asset in all of crypto. Don't be fooled by its percentage gain if you're only to make a new 50% gain from where we currently are, 80% up here to the 125 level by the year end. If that's only by the year end, I can only imagine what we would hit. And year end is here, right over here. Literally right over there. If we were to hit that, okay, I think what's going to happen personally is we're going to get a pump from now until the end of January. We'll then have a dump from February through to May. Sell in May, go away. And then from June to October, we'll have that final little spurt out of the volcano eruption, okay? That would lead, so I would expect that pullback in February to May to possibly look like a 50 to 60% pullback at that point. Now, if that is in January, December, that would mean that here at this point, we would hopefully be at this 2.618 level, which would be at possibly between 156, I would say at least at $156,000 level. At that point, I would expect a massive pullback down to 100K, 90K, then a massive pump up, a literal absolute fucking moon rocket godlike candle right through the pump from all retail, all investors, right through to October, heading us up to probably 300K, my personal target in October. You've seen this now here multiple times on this channel. So make sure you've hit that notification bell and you are subscribed, because this is, of course, what it is that I'm sharing with you through my personal experience that I've had being 5 years in the market now. In the crypto space specifically, I've been 14, 15 years in other markets in gold, etc. But this could still have a spike through right up to 500, 450, 500K. I'm not sure. That's why I left this massive little wick through here. But honestly, I think that would be a wick. And then at that point, who knows what will be the reason for the next bear cycle? Because I can't tell you right now. Because right now, there is only money printing happening from all nations across the realm. Money printing, lowering of interest rates, supposedly increasing the data in terms of employment, etc. So why would we not hit 73K in Bitcoin, which is just a few $1,000s away here, my friends? 73K is now $5,000 away, and that brings us up to this candle that we put up here to the all-time high, my friend. Okay, which takes us literally a minuscule 6-7%. We're literally 6-7% away from going ballistic. We are 6-7% away. I hope you are as excited as I am, because we are literally 6-7% away from blowing through the all-time highs on Bitcoin. Okay, and that is 7 days away. So that is hence why I am exploding and shaking in my boots right now, because we are at a very, very, very juicy point in the markets right now. So I hope you are enjoying this. If you are, well, US elections 2024, brace for impact. I don't know so much. With the US presidential election poll showing a tense race, crypto, and I don't know if it's such a tense race. That's why, something that I hear, you need to be able to discuss at your own discretion and know that you are actually in this for the long runs, my friend. And that's why I'm going to zoom out of this chart and now start to talk about the monthly time frames, because the monthly time frames are really where we should be focusing our energy on. And closing October, we are closing October above last month's candle situation at this point. Well, I don't know. We have still 3 odd days left in this month. So that takes us to the end of Thursday, and that would look absolutely incredible and juicy. If we do end up bursting this month's candle right through here and possibly breaking up to the all-time high and holding that position while we wait for elections to unfold, my friends, I don't know. I said to my mate in the gym today, I said to my butt, pull this right back down, probably to the 64K level. I'd hold it there for this week before we see next week's candle actually getting the momentum to blast out, because this is where the volatility is going to come in, my friend. That is where this very beautiful chart is that I have shown you for so long here. The absolute moment that we essentially exit and the bull market starts. The bull market starts after elections. Look here, November 1st. We literally are starting after every single time. Now, the thing that I wanted to share with you here is that the last election point and in 2020 and the same November point right now had the stochastic RSI right at the top of the market getting ready to cross over to turn down, but yet the market absolutely exploded, mega massive gain. The difference between last cycle and this cycle is that we've had such a sideways capitulation here that it has sent the market and the stochastic RSI down. We are literally about to cross a 50% level right now. And my friend, I don't know if you know what that means, but every single time the stochastic crosses over in this moment, this is the amount of points. So I want to say to you to possibly expect, we're currently at this point, possibly to expect an 800% move in Bitcoin, meaning that that is possibly a 10x. And that I'm talking about is just from the candle where we're starting to cross over. We're at that current candle, 800% on Bitcoin right now, my friends. 815 odd percent is what it was. Would take us to $600,000 fucking Bitcoin. I don't know if you know what that means, but that is insane targets right now. I have just spoken about my own target at 300K to 420K. I know so many YouTubers and investors in Bitcoin that will never sell a Bitcoin. MicroStrategy being one of them. British Hodl being another. Shout out to all. Did we see that spike hit $600,000 Bitcoin this cycle? I cannot tell you what a mad target that would be for us in this cycle. And a $600,000. Let's go and have a look at Bitcoin, the number one asset. Bitcoin at a $600, and let's just say you had 0.01 Bitcoin, because this is where I'm going at on 0.01 Bitcoin. But if Bitcoin was to hit a $600,000 price, we would be at an nearly $12 trillion market cap on Bitcoin, my friends. Okay, I have been speaking about a $10 to $12 trillion Bitcoin price. I would not be surprised if we did hit this. If we only had 0.01 Bitcoin today, okay, at $686, you would literally 10x your money, and at that point, you would have $6,000 worth of Bitcoin. Now, imagine if Bitcoin went even further, more ballistic down in the future, and we hit that $6 million price, we would have a $118 trillion market cap on Bitcoin alone. Your $686 would now be converted into $60,000. Do you get what it is that I'm saying? And to be outrageously ridiculous, because I don't know, I think we could hit $6 million by, say, 2030, 2032, 2033, somewhere in that region. I have shown you multiple times that we possibly could, and I'm going to show you another chart in a moment that is going to tell us that that is very likely where we're heading. Okay. Now, a $6 million price would give you an 87x on Bitcoin. That's the world's best number one crypto asset. That's a what? Did you say what? Okay. If you invested in that today, if you took $686, if you waited until it hit this market cap, which might not be as long as you believe, we could hit ourselves a $60,000. That's life-changing money for some people, my friends. If we hit a $60 million Bitcoin price, which, by the way, by 2050 is what Van Eck, Van Gogh, Van Hoof, BlackRock, this stock, that one, Microstock, whoever, are talking about Bitcoin actually reaching $50 million by 2050 odd. That is quite a scenario. You would literally take your $686 and convert it into $600,000. That is life-changing money for most people, although by the year 2050, $600,000 might not be worth much, okay? And I can say to you, that means that Bitcoin would be at a 1.2 quadrillion market cap. I'm pretty confident that this year alone, the US Federal Reserve alone has printed nearly $2 trillion, and we still have the rest of the year to go. And they are printing rapidly at like $200 billion a week. We still have about 8 weeks left of the year. Add that up. That's still another trillion. So in other words, they would have printed $3 trillion into existence this year alone, let alone what they're going to do in 2025, 26, and beyond, my friends. This is a vicious cycle, and this is why you need to protect yourself by buying Bitcoin. Use my Bybit link down below, okay, against the dollar, okay, because the dollar, where's the Dixie here? Where is our Dixie here? Here's the Dixie. The dollar, I mean, the dollar is pumping right now, but we've got a double top here on the stochastic RSI. We've got pretty much a triple top here, a quadruple top in the same zone here. my friends, I do and certainly can say to you that the dollar is hitting resistance. I think we're going to see the dollar collapse against all other assets, okay? And I really do believe that we're about to see this massive pump in Bitcoin that we are expecting. Now, I know that this is all exciting. This is going to be like 20, 30 years. I mean, if you can hold Bitcoin that long, that's great. I will be holding Bitcoin that long. And I just want to say to you that some people believe that Bitcoin could actually hit $1 billion. And that $1 billion could be sometime in the near future. $1 billion Bitcoin, my friend, would take your $668 today and convert your $686 at that point, whenever that may be. I have no fucking clue, okay? But convert it into $10 million. Now, that is absolute life-changing money. And here in South Africa, $10 million, my friends, for a mere $668 investment today would be worth 200, just about 170, 180 million rand in South Africa. Now, I'm pretty confident at that point, BRICS and all of that would have taken over and the world currency would have changed from dollars to something else. And that Bitcoin may be this massively, massively backed currency that the majority of the world's liquidity, which is actually tens of quadrillions of dollars. And hence here, Bitcoin's market cap would at that point literally be at about $20 quadrillion, okay, which is fucking ludicrous, sounding like ludicrous today. I might sound absolutely mad today, but if all these currencies continue to just print into oblivion and smash the digital numbers on the computers, what is it that you can actually expect to see coming out of this? Now, I want to digress a little bit. Let's draw back to the elections, okay? Now, the elections have been a close race, but have they? No. Are they rigged? I don't know. Trump lost the second session last season for whatever reason. I have no clue, but we all know that that was rigged during COVID, right? So, shit happened, and I don't know. Might shit happen again this session? I have no clue. But what I do want to say is that if you go over to Margex and you click the election section in the profile, who will win the elections? You can see here that currently Trump has got a 60% rate, whereas Harris has come down to a 39.4% rate. So it's unlikely at this point that Harris could win according to these statistics. And if all things remain equal, and this stayed the same on the 5th of November, my friends, Trump wins, the Republicans win, the US elections are going crazy. And I can tell you right now that this Bitcoin would absolutely and undoubtedly, that would be the catalyst to see Bitcoin shoot from right here to where we're at 73 odd K, to about 100 to 125,000 within a day to a week after that absolute ridiculous election. So I will keep you posted here, but if you wanted to go ahead and trade this, you could trade the two of them and make some money, whichever way you ended up looking to trade. So in other words, if you put $10 on this, you could get a 60% return for voting for Trump and a 39.4% return for trading Harris. So, my friends, right now, I'm very proud. And if you are from America, I need to understand where you're at in your position and where you're at in your heart, because we've heard zero or limited and all kinds of racial stuff from Harris and just like stuff that is meaningless, okay, that has come out from the mouth from the side at this moment. But they are heavily backed by a lot of money, okay, and Trump is backed by his own money and the money of crypto right now. And crypto, might I say, is making up for about 50 to 55% adoption, or 55% of the American population actually use crypto right now, which is why this man has these votes, okay? Because he has become pro crypto. Now, I want to go and delve into a few different X's that show that we are on the right path. Right now, we have been sideways in the altcoin market cap, the total 3 market cap, okay? You can see here right now, we have been absolutely, just like Bitcoin has, sideways for some time. But we have been creating higher lows and somewhat higher highs right now. This is a good sign for us that the next Bitcoin move, while the stochastic on both charts are pointing to the upside, the next Bitcoin move honestly is going to catapult the entire crypto space, and we will start to see multiple trillions come into the crypto space. And hence why, my friends, I really do believe that we will see this total crypto market cap shooting right through the roof, heading out, okay, into the most insane levels. And I reckon we could see that at anywhere. I mean, this is total 2. I don't think total 2 will reach this high. I think total 2 could get between 4 to 8 trillion. But I think the total market cap would be anything between 15 to 20 trillion dollar level this cycle. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. There's so much money going to come into the space. And with this election winning and pro crypto, we will see the adoption of crypto take place. And might I say that the rest of the world will then absolutely and undoubtedly follow suit here on that note, because why wouldn't they? Why would they not? And so many nations would start adopting Bitcoin. If you think that this crazy pump here, boom, in 21 was the move, well, my friends, the same thing is busy happening. That's why I said we've already broken out of the descending triangle. We're breaking out. We're in the process of back testing. That's why I said that to you actually on this chart here right now. This chart right here right now. Oops. That we are somewhat back testing, okay? We've broken out and we somewhat back testing this move here right now. So all I can say is that USDT is getting ready to break this trend line, which, my friend, and is overbought up here, is telling us that we are going to see a collapse in USDT, which means that people are getting rid of their USDT and their stable coins and now starting to buy Bitcoin and crypto assets. Don't fucking go anywhere, my friends. You need to stay with us. This is the moment we have been waiting for, okay? And with the others being at the same bottom with a massive press down in this manipulation zone, my friends, we are getting ready to make a pump on others here, with the stochastic being at the bottom, the price being at the bottom, higher lows setting in, a higher high that's come about, massive moves will be coming out here in the others, and so on and so forth. So why would you not want to be positioned right now with silver making a breakout point of this level over here at $32, gold making a breakout of all-time highs, and so we continue to see the charts happening. Right now we can see Ethereum is bouncing. It's settling down. It's settling down, which means that here you can see on the stochastic is making a pump up. We are going to see Ethereum probably now start to make its way up to $3,500, pull back down here to that level, the from $3,500 to $3,000 level, then make a breakthrough on the all-time high, which will then lead the altcoins, my friend, to the altcoin season and give it that uptrend, sparking a massive, massive cycle. Now, I want to go and share something with you here, both on the Bitcoin chart. But before I do that, actually, I want to show you Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is definitely looking quite toppy right now. I did say to you that we would still reach the 61 level, so we could, on the Bitcoin strong week or two candle, maybe till the end of the year. At that point, my friends, fuck, this thing is going to drop on its ass, Bitcoin dominance, and we will see the biggest altcoin season we have ever seen in the history of crypto. And the reason I say that is because look how long it is that we have been going up for. We have been cruising up. Whereas last cycle, we made this. This was the cycle. Boom. Altcoin season, rally, finished and done. Another short altcoin season, finished and rally, done, my friend. Bear market. Sorry, altcoin season. My bad. Altcoin season. Altcoin season. So we literally boringly sat up in this space for so much time. Then it started to become altcoin season. Then we had a Bitcoin season. Then we had an altcoin season. Now we are creeping up at this point. We have reached that resistance level. But more importantly than that, I want to go and share with you right now the potential of the total 2 crypto market cap pump that we could be potentially making. In fact, total 2, we don't have all the data that we need, so we might not have what we need here. Okay, so let's go and actually pull up the total 3. Is it the total 3? No, let's go others, USDT. No. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's go and pull this Bitcoin chart for now. Okay, just as an example, if we were to take this thing here called the bars pattern, and we were to draw it, as I said, from this level right through to that level, okay, and take this move and plunk it right on top here right now, where we're kind of hovering, that would only get us up to like 130K level. That's the next move, is what I keep saying. But what I do want to say to you is that I actually believe that this cycle will be more along the lines of the 2017 to 2013 cycle. So we only have the data here from the 2017 cycle. So let's go and take the bars pattern and place it at the exact point right now of breaking through the all-time high. And let's pull this right up to where we've taken this to right here now. Let's take this and shift this, my friends, right to the level like I kind of just expressed to you. Whoops. There you go. Okay, like I kind of just expressed to you that we would be experiencing this magic of this cycle. Okay, I don't know why it's looking so small, but this is what I expect this cycle to do. So here's the next pump. Here's the dump on the next rally. On the next, I mean, it won't be as long as this, guys. And then the next pump. I believe we could, like I've said to you, and we could essentially make this pump go something like this, okay? So if we had to zoom out a little bit, look at how interesting that starts to look, that move here. Now, I don't know how long this would take. I don't know if this will be the pattern. I got no clue, but I do want to share with you that that's something that could still be in the cards. So I'm going to delete that away for now because I want nice clean charts, especially on this chart for us. Okay, but let's carry on here, over here. So this could be the next move, okay? What I would suggest here is that if we had a look at where we're at on the MACD, the oscillator and the cycles and where we're at, the accumulation is the green year. Then we kind of head into the preparation, which is the blue year, and new all-time highs, which is the red year. So the red gives us the actual all-time high. So the all-time highs only start where the MACD oscillator is actually starting to pull down, as you can see here. Not quite here, but yeah, this actually started to make a pump up. So as you can see here, every single time we've hit a very strong point. So on September 11th this year, Bitcoin UTXOs in loss reached its highest point ever, toppling the 20 COVID crash and September 23 bottom. Major spikes in UTXO loss don't come right before terrible price action. They come at the end of it. When the loss is high, a loss is this high, there's only up to go from here. Data continues to point good things ahead. Okay, so as you can see here, so here is where the UTXO smashed a all-time high. Okay, boom, rally. Smashed another all-time high, boom, rally. Smashed another all-time high with another one, okay, with the COVID one kind of giving us a double whammy here, double bottom-ish scenario in this. Bam! Another one. Bam! New all-time high. Over and over. Bam! Bam! And currently we have just reached that next high on the UTXO. In fact, it's so high that it's breaking through the price chart even here on this chart. I love it. Shout out to CryptoCoin. Now, this is the most important chart that I've been wanting to share with you, and I know I don't have very much longer left with you, but forget the exact numbers. Focus on the big picture, says Plan B, and I agree with Plan B. So in his opinion, Bitcoin will jump and at an order of a magnitude of 18 months after the halving, as it always did, based on stock to flow, interesting times ahead. I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the video, I did say to you that we could be expecting an 18-month journey from this section to this from this section to this section, which adds up to like the 540 odd days average. 200 days, kind of sideways, with a 300-day mega pump. The choice is that. Look at this, 203 days sideways, 134 days pump. If I took it to there, it would be 11 months pump. That's a 9-month pump. You see what I'm saying? The Bitcoin charts just continue to do the same thing over and over. Now, Plan B's expectation, as you can see here, on the stock to flow model, goes from the blue, breaking through in the red, punches up to this black level, this black line here. It does the same over here through a breakout at the black zone level on the line, breaks out, starts going red, converts, and then shoots all the way up to orange, yellow. Okay, orange yellow is this here, months until the next halving. Okay, so that shortens the months to the next halving. But now here you can see that the stock to flow model is at this point breaking out, going into the red, and then it hit the yellow in the second little rally pump over here. So even here, we knew that this wasn't over. That's why we knew that we could patiently wait until we started to see this color dissipate a little bit. Because at the yellow point, when it starts to get real yellow, that's your point to get the fuck out the market, man. Take some profits. Take all your profits. Sell all your altcoins, all your altcoin bags into Bitcoin. Get out of the market. Take some profit into dollars as well, or USDT, because it's still a stable coin at this point. Okay, it's still worth something at this point. It's still dollars. Okay, the dollar still means something. The dollar is not going to just go away, disappear overnight like this. It's not going to disappear in a year. It's going to still take 10 to 20 years to disappear, is what I can say to you right now. So if this model is now breaking out, we've been sitting on our asses a long time here. If we're to break out and we're actually to reach, check at this. This we blew through. This we blew through. This we blew through. This we kind of hit it level. If we're to hit this level, my friends, the $600,000 level, $500,000 to $600,000 level on Bitcoin is not actually far off the target. Why would we not even explode further if this is where the ETF money brings in ridiculous trillions of dollars into the space? I've got no clue, my friends, but right now we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom, the pump, the bottom, the pump, the bottom, the pump, the bottom, the fucking pump. We're getting ready to pump. Okay, I love this post. I'm even going to reshare it right now. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. But the final thing that I do want to share with you, this was the most important chart I needed to share with you. So shout out to Plan B. If Plan B is watching this video, thanks for the chart. Really appreciate your work, man. This is the last thing that I wanted to share with you. Okay, and this pertains to the message that I've just discussed with you here by taking profits from your altcoins into your Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the biggest, strongest asset. It has only ever really, if you measure a tool from here to there, it has only gone up. Forget the pullbacks. The long-term vision is it's only going up. That's the simple of Bitcoin. Okay, so Willie, I'm going to just kind of read through this. I haven't talked about altcoins in years. Now, that's very different to me, where I speak about altcoins all the time. And I speak about altcoins all the time because there is a massive opportunity to gain against Bitcoin. And that is very, very important to look at as well. But he has a valid point later on, and I'm going to share that with you. It's your decision to decide. I have heavily invested in altcoins and Bitcoin in this cycle so that I can trade and leverage the trades against Bitcoin. I think the altcoins will outperform Bitcoin at some point because that's what it's done every single time in history. So I quit my interest in them after the shit rolls down the hill chart, mapping the performance of 10K of them. But someone asked me specifically, and this is how I see altcoin market cap. This cycle has been marked differently from others. This is the third cycle since the retail started getting burned at scale with alts, which burst onto the mainstream in 2017. 2020 to 21 was DeFi and NFT innovation. Plenty of retail got burned again, so that's the second time. And the third alt cycle is about meme coins, which is a piss take on the crypto space. No pretense, that is, it's trying to be disruptive and world-changing tech. Just an honest bubble casino. So I think retail may be getting it. And normally it takes about 3 tries at a thing to load. The dominance chart looks like a crash and recovery over a decade. That's Bitcoin dominance he's referring to. Like COVID crash in slow-mo, everyone freaks. It's the end of the world. Alts are going to flip BTC. Then normality and sense returns and the chart mean reverts upwards to a long-term balance. Guys, this is what I've been expressing here on the Bitcoin dominance chart. That look at how it just falls down very quickly, okay? Look at this fall. This fall, my friend, in fact, the fall, as I've said to you previously, was literally 130 bars. So that's 130 days, my friend. 130 days is 4 months. Altcoin season does not last long. Altcoin season happens on the first breakout after the halving of Bitcoin's all-time high. This was 36 bars. So in other words, altcoin season can last anything from 1 month to 5 or 6 months. I think this was the most here, yeah. 5 months, altcoin dominance, 8 months. That was the longest that it lasted. 8 months. Okay, that's not a very, very long time, my friends. So you only have a fraction, and I have a feeling that this season will be very, very different. And I would say that you probably have 3 to 5 months at the absolute most in Bitcoin's in altcoin season. Okay, and that. So Willie Woo, I'm not saying there won't be alt seasons. Okay, that's very good. Certainly there will be an echo fractals of mid caps and low caps pumping after BTC pumps as investors chase returns higher up on the risk curve. This is a normal part of markets. And as we know, it goes from Bitcoin to Ethereum to meme coins to layer 1s to layer 2s to DeFi and then shitcoins and the rest. Okay. And then it recycles back into Bitcoin, stable coins and back into Bitcoin. So also remember, this is a normal part of the markets as we see this in equities too. Just alt seasons will be weaker in each cycle from the great 2017 alt bubble. Also remember that the alt market cap is like the cricket bat that has had 10 new handles and 10 new blades. It's the sum of all the new winners. Losers don't count to the market cap. Trade it sure if you want to play. Don't ever hodl them unless you're so knowledgeable that you're an effective insider, because alts are an insider's game. So it is gambling, okay? We know it's gambling, but it's a high-risk bet that you're willing to make to trade this against Bitcoin, my friend, okay? So hence why I have been saying to you all along on my channel that these coins, and I've said it in every single video, you will trade them back into dollars or back into Bitcoin. That is it. That's it. Then if you got enough stable coin, you can actually put, like, a scenario is, this might be not the best of the best, but you either need $500,000 in a stable coin earning passive income at a 10% annual rate of return to live off of $5,000 passive income a month, my friend. Alternatively, you need $1 million at 5%, earning the same $5,000 passive income every month over the course of the year. Take the passive income out, draw it out, use it as passive income, okay? But this takes you investing into the right assets this season. That's why I've been giving you 2,000%, 1,000 X's, 10,000 X's. I mean, this is a ridiculous 1.5 million X if you could really think that. This is 1,000 X. There's a couple 500 X's in there, 200 X's. There's, I mean, even Bitcoin in itself could end up at an 87X this cycle. Who the fuck knows where? But when you start to see this yellow tick off in the stock to flow, Bitcoin stock to flow model, even in the red, in the orange, that's where I would start taking profits, my friend. In the kind of lighter orange, this kind of color here, that's when I would start taking profits, my friend. At that point, I'm out. I'm out. All altcoins. I will sell all my bags. I have no emotion associated towards them. I love the projects. I love the people. I love what they're doing. I will reinvest in the future, undoubtedly so, because I love gains and I love supporting these projects. But in bear markets, you don't want to watch your entire portfolio go up 10 million% and then drop on its ass back down to 0% and lose everything, my friend. That's the point of taking profit, so that you can take $1 and convert it into $10 million. And now you have $10 million to reinvest at the next bottom of the bear cycle. Okay, super rule, simple energy. Use my link down below. Get yourself some dog, okay? Get yourself some of these trades. Let's go make some money together out there in this market. I truly appreciate you being here with me today on the Crypto Bliss space. And shout out to you, Daryl Pops. Shout out to you, Capri Caesar, my brother. Shout out to all of you, you beautiful energies. I really appreciate you all. Much love, beautiful blessings, and I hope you have enjoyed watching this video with me here tonight. I would love if you could share this out far and wide, because this is a very important video for you all to know. And this is my last essential live session before the markets fuck off to the moon. Okay, so I hope you appreciated that. Lots of love. We'll see you on the next one. You blessed, beautiful souls. Take care and have yourself a lovely evening.